Mr. Svarog.
I see that the energy supply system is back online. Thank you, Clara. But why have you brought them?
Mr. Svarog, they want to talk to you about going to the surface.
Analyzing. Analysis result. Target does not belong to Wildfire. Background unknown. Classification unknown. You have arrived on Clara's recommendation. I will give you an opportunity to speak.
Hey, sounds like he's willing to communicate. Quick, time to smooth talk him.
You seek peace. Understood. Nevertheless, your statement is unilateral. My position will be determined after assessing the result of our negotiation. Proceed with your central point. Do not waste this world's valuable time.
He cut you off completely. This guy.
Stay focused. Remember, we have to make him see that we're a variable in the calculation.
Stellaron. Searching database. Access denied. Discussing Stellaron with unauthorized targets. Prohibited. You are broaching a secret that lies at the heart of this world. A secret that should remain unknown to humanity. Reassessing targets. Threat index raised. I demand that you reveal your true intention.
As expected. He knows of the Stellaron, but it's a restricted topic.
We've come this far. Out with it already. Just be straight with him. Everything depends on it.
Historical records state that humanity has already made multiple efforts to engage with the Stellaron. Without exception, these efforts have been motivated by human greed. Attempts to secure the article for a selfish end. As instructed by the architects, any attempt to engage with the Stellaron will result in grave consequences. Reassessing. Target threat index critical.
What should we do? This is going from bad to worse.
Target hostility significantly exceeds base index. Calculation result remains unchanged. Peacekeeping protocol temporarily disengaged. Requesting extermination protocol launch.
Extermination? In the literal sense?
Peace talks are over. March. Prepare for combat.
Mr. Svarog, please don't!
Leave, Clara.
Clara, it's dangerous here. Find somewhere to hide.
Looks like we have to take action after all.
Prototype number 3. Monitoring automaton Svarog. Extermination protocol launch. Successful. Annihilation permitted. Executing annihilation. Calculating result.
Wait!
Here to crash the party? Keep up!
Honored to meet me.
Mr. Svarog.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Initiated. Executing operation.
Move carefully.
Turn it up!
We're just having fun.
Here I come!
Executing annihilation. Calculating result.
This song's for you.
We're just having fun.
Exceeds threshold.
Oh my god!
How can you put up your best fight without a doctor on the battlefield? All of you, stay focused. I'm right behind you. Nat, how did you...
Guess you guys had a bad talk, huh? Luckily, Sampo's got your back.
Sampo! I knew you'd be involved somehow.
Base breached. Armed wildfire personnel detected. Assessing. All subjects are high-risk individuals. Commencing complete annihilation. Initiated. Executing operation.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
What are you waiting for? To portray my customers, I charge extra.
Here to crash the party? Keep up!
We're just having fun.
Let's rock!
More business, eh?
Push forward. Analysis complete. Evaluating variables.
Turn it up!
Fighting is
Ready to
meaningless.
lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
No interest in conflict.
Executing
That's
annihilation.
it.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Family.
Please don't hurt Mr. Svarog!
Clara... You...
Mr. Svarog can't fight anymore. Please! Please don't hurt him!
Claire. Ra.
Mr. Svarog, don't push yourself any further. Can you tell them what you know? Mr. Svarog, you said you were willing to make all my wishes come true, right? My biggest wish right now is for everyone to work together. Like family. Recently, I learned something new. Calculation results can't always bring people happiness. Even if the world outside the cage isn't beautiful, people still want to know what it's like.
Assessment system reset. Successful. Processing variables. Variable 1. Clara's request. Variable 2. Outsider's intentions. Updated assessment result. Transference of decision-making authority to outsiders. Outsiders are granted access to Stellaron intelligence.
So we did it? Yeah, without her, even if we defeated Svarog, there's no way he'd have given us access to the intel, right?
I hope his memory bank really does contain data on the Stellaron.
Is this it, Nat? Us? Wildfire? The underworld? Did we win?
No, Zila. Our battle, their battle, it's just beginning.
We finally made it to this point.
What's up? Nervous?
No. But I do have an aching feeling in my chest. I'm ready. Reveal the truth. I'm listening.
I have finished collating the Stellaron data and records. Do you wish to proceed, outsiders? Requesting database materials cache, serial number 13175, encryption level highest. Request approved. Transmission.
This is the fruit of many years of research, Madam Guardian. The evidence is irrefutable. This so-called Stellaron is the source of all the destruction.
The people will struggle to accept this conclusion, Doctor. If we were to tell them that the almighty Elisa Rand activated this thing and triggered the eternal freeze...
It's the truth, madam. The truth won't change with the opinions of the people. The reports before you are the precious result of painstaking effort on the part of Bellabog's greatest scholars. You must trust the weight of its conclusion.
I have never doubted you, Doctor. On the contrary, I am resolute in the face of this conclusion. From the moment I took up this mantle, that voice, their voice, has made its home in my mind. I cannot shake them. I shouldn't be telling you this. Let's return to your research, Doctor. I'm afraid I cannot make these reports known to the public, unless...
Unless? Unless what? Please, proceed, madam.
Unless you have found a way to completely destroy the Stellaron.
I understand. In the name of preservation, I will fulfill this mission.
Cache number 13175. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 24830.
I don't understand, Doctor. Why do we have to hide such valuable research results away? They're the work of a lifetime.
You're still young, child. There will come a day when you do understand. This Supreme Guardian, she sees further than you or I. All the decisions are for the security of Bellabog.
I just think it's a shame. Our research has hit an obstacle. Meanwhile, your results will be buried in the snow.
Don't be upset, child. You still have lots of time ahead of you. When you find a way to destroy the Stellaron, our efforts will have been worth it.
Cache number 24830. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 57614.
Why is there a robot here?
During his life, this was Dr. Mearsheimer's personal robot bodyguard. I heard it's a prototype from the Great War. Since the doctor and his assistants passed away, it's remained here. It hasn't moved an inch.
Oh, I see. Let's start. We must unearth the doctor's research conclusions. All of them.
Madam Guardian, I've found them. All the documents are here.
Good. That'll do.
Madam Guardian, what should we do with the robot?
It would seem a great waste to destroy it. Find someone to reset its system, and then arrange for it to be sent to the underworld. I hear that the development group is in need of a robot with defense capabilities.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but these results must be taken care of by the architects. One day, somebody will be able to carry out your behest.
Cache number 57614. Transmission complete. Concluding data transmission.
So, the truth is clear now, right?
And it would appear that they never succeeded. Now only one question remains. Why would Cocolia exhibit such a sudden change in her attitude towards us?
Branya? Are you okay? I'm fine. I feel a little faint. Why? Why, Mother? Maybe she wasn't aware. Maybe she...
I'm sorry. It's no use lying to yourself, Branya. It's time for you to make a decision.
Hey, can I have a word with you? I know that we'll need time to process this new information, but we have to decide on our next plan as soon as possible. The furnace core. The path to the surface is close at hand now. Thank you. What you've done has brought new hope to the underworld. Now we have to wait and see. But maybe this will lead to a new lease on life. Well, you should really be thanking Sampo. If it weren't for his intel, we wouldn't have made it in time. As Wildfire's leader, I couldn't simply look on while you fought on our behalf. We had to come help.
Huh? Huh? So you're the real chief? What about Oleg?
Oleg has always acted on my behalf. He helps me deal with all manner of problems in the underworld. Thanks to him, I'm able to make time for the people. I do my best to make sure that they have everything they need. At the same time, I was formulating a plan to deal with Svarog. Your arrival unraveled that carefully crafted yet rudimentary plan. And for that, you have my utmost thanks. When the underworld recovers its freedom, the people will indeed extol you as heroes. However, even though Svarog is no longer sealing off the furnace core, there's no way that we undergrounders could go pouring onto the surface. That cold-blooded Supreme Guardian has used lies and tricks to keep the surface separated from the underground. If she detects any change in the underworld, I don't know what she might resort to. As for Wildfire, we need more time to build up our strength. No, but we need to wait for the opportune moment. meantime, I'm sending someone I trust to go with you.
Zila.
Didn't she tell you? In private, she insisted on accompanying you. Don't let her carefree nature fool you. She's actually very discerning and can read a situation like no one else. Zila is a talented scout and a quick thinker. She takes decisive action. She'll definitely be able to help you. Not to mention, you also have Branya now. It seems like the intel we got from Svarog caused her a significant shock. But with Zila by her side, I know she'll recover. Hey, when's the last time you got some rest? I heard that you've been on your feet looking for Svarog since Rivet Town. Health is everything. You won't be much use if you neglect yours. Let Wildfire take care of the furnace core for now. You head back and recuperate. If you're lucky, perhaps tomorrow you can return to the overworld.
In equilibrium. Yes, equilibrium. The arbiters of the equilibrium are giving you a trial. For the equilibrium of all worlds, you must demonstrate your strength. The strong will be given greater opportunities. The weak, a chance to breathe. Passing the trial will prove that your strength has shaken the scales of power. Worlds will change, and thus, equilibrium. You will encounter stronger enemies, harder puzzles, and greater rewards. After equilibrium, you will go on to face yet more trials. Equilibrium. It is for this that all worlds change.
Dun 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 dun.
Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara. We promised her that our talks with Svarog would go peacefully.
You tried your best to persuade him. It's my fault for not preparing better for such a situation in advance.
I didn't mean for you guys to start beating yourselves up over it. Look on the bright side. Things turned out all right, didn't they? Now everyone knows that the real problem here is the Stellaron, and they're willing to help us out. All in all, the mission is going super smoothly.
But we still have a lot left to figure out. For instance... Exactly. We don't even have the Stellaron's coordinates and location. Cocolia's sudden change in attitude is also very curious. We still haven't put all of the pieces together. Dreams?
Oh, I remember you mentioned something about strange dreams before.
3 dreams were the same, with Cocolia and that other voice.
It would be weird to call it a coincidence.
I'm wondering if these dreams aren't just random, if there's some meaning behind them. Maybe you're having them because...
Because of the Stellaron inside him?
That's my hunch, but I have no proof.
Well, then that's as good as nothing for now. So, what should we do when we get back above ground? After all this talk, we're still back at square one.
We solve a puzzle one piece at a time. Let's get some rest. We'll talk to Wildfire tomorrow and get to the bottom of this. Also, there's still one more key character we haven't talked to yet. Her connection to Cocolia may be the key to cracking this mystery.
You're back! I've heard from Wildfire that you helped resolve that whole situation with Svarog. Amazing. It must have been exhausting. Please have some food and get a good night's rest. You're back! It must have been...
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town, and it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the orphanage. There, I learned to read and write from Natasha. At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg, occasionally getting into fights with the local thugs.
That sounds nice.
Nice? You being sarcastic with me?
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
You're always so serious. It really gets on people's nerves sometimes, you know?
Right. What I meant was... I kind of envy you, Zila. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons, and training. Every day, all I hear is, "Remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Bronya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Bronya." Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and every goal has already been made for you. You probably can't imagine how that feels.
No, I can't. But more importantly, what kind of foul language were you using?
In the name of the Architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. Looks like I'll have to teach you some underworld slang before you go back.
No, that won't be necessary.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least. I never thought that I'd be here having a heart-to-heart with the future Guardian. As a kid, I didn't meet many people who lived in the overworld. I only heard stories from the grown-ups and figured you were all just a bunch of cold snobs.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food, chatted about the same topics, celebrated the same festivals. Even though times are different now, things like the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, these precious things must certainly still connect us all. If there is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds, we can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided, when we could stand side by side against the Eternal Freeze and the Fragmentum.
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next? What Svarog revealed must have made quite an impact, huh?
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything, but as long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later. But why does my mother hide it from me? And why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? It doesn't make sense. I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
Hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't. This plan is...
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Cocolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard, I must face my problems head on. Even if...
Bronya.
This is for you, Zila. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If I am unable to see you again, they'll know what to do.
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it. But remember this. If you run into trouble, I will come to save you, no matter what.
Then I'll be waiting for you. So, did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
That was a good sleep. I should go meet up with March and Danhong.
Took you long enough, sleepyhead. We've been waiting all day. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out. Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork.
Did you have a dream again last night?
So that's why you slept for so long.
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss our next move and see if they have any new discoveries.
Let's go! I can't wait to finally get back above ground.
We have plenty of time. Oh, look who's here.
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7th.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha? Is she here?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret. I'm glad you don't mind. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you surely have noticed. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask this fella for help.
I brought you down. I can take you back up, free of charge. Satisfaction guaranteed.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. Well, for my sparkling companionship, of course. I jest. The path has been blocked for over 10 years, and very few know how to get through. That's where I come in.
Ugh, enough chatter. Just be a good guide.
Hold on. What about Branya? Why isn't she here?
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with the Supreme Guardian.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. I don't completely understand, but I trust that she's trying to solve the problem. Oh, right. Branya told me to give you this.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of emergency letters? I've never gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
Brother and Sister Landau. I know the brother must refer to Japard, but who could the sister be? Oh, Serval! So she's Japard's older sister.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever's going on in that Supreme Guardian's head, even Branya might have trouble understanding. Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau. Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, she's much scarier. Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, so let's not talk about it right now. We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready. Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld? Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Rania.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance. I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready, Mother.
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Oh wait, I haven't finished yet.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
No way! The boss will recognize us. Plus, Silvermane guards are stationed nearby. We'd be offering ourselves up on a silver platter. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Oh, this friend of
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Not interested. I need time, not money.
Serval! We came past here before and helped you fix a few things. Remember?
What? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted. All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are going to need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Stellar! Let me!
Perhaps I should do it. Or we'll still be here tomorrow.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Branya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Branya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue. Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, it was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation, and the real Cocolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of fragmentum to deal with. Correct. And it's different from the underground towns you described. The fragmentum there has quite literally torn everything to pieces. There's no sign of life, despite the monsters.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Shepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the three intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not! How dare you! What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Cocolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Come around and have a look.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Oh, they've jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you going to be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
See? That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth. They do. The architects believe that Hell can exist on any world, a plight that will inevitably come to be without intervention. In the future, a terrible catastrophe will arrive. If, under Klapoth, the Preservation's guidance, we fail to construct a barrier, that catastrophe will sweep away the stars, plunging all worlds into Hell. That's the belief of the architects. But for us, Hell is an endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that Hell. Are you ready?
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
So dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau. Nope, this terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interest. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life. Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals. Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself. thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
1 unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval! I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
You! Hold it right there. This is a military base. Temporary.
Yo! Evening, soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Darn, this guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Serval, this Dunn, do you know him?
You bet I do. We go. Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool!
Pleased to meet you.
No, hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary! How many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out? Anything wrong done?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done. This concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in my way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Time to get vigilant!
It's been a while.
Ouch.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Good, the stronger the better.
Time to twirl! Here!
Let's go.
What are you looking at?
Stay close! Here stands the Silvermane Guard!
More business, eh?
Give it up!
Tough luck running into me!
Let's make it quick.
Oh dear! Try that again!
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Let's make it quick.
Honored to meet me.
Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it! The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy. We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
You couldn't have done it without me.
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl! What are you looking at? You're annoying!
More business, eh? Let's go.
Who goes there? I see you!
Fighting is meaningless.
Time to twirl!
We're just having fun.
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Time to twirl!
Too late to repent. Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Time to twirl!
We're just having fun.
Time to twirl! Hit!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I've no interest in conflict.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
More business, eh? Reach the end of the story in your own way.
We're in.
It's open!
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yup.
Then what's our plan?
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll have to fight.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one. Let's go!
Move carefully.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
What are you looking at?
Fighting is meaningless.
We're just having fun.
Honored to meet me.
I've no interest in conflict.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
Ouch!
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Time to get vigilant. Time to twirl. Hey! Time to twirl. Hey! Everything is ordained by those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. What are you looking at? No manners, huh? Time to twirl!
We're just having fun.
Who invited you? No manners, huh?
This price was
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Honored to meet me. Hey! Here I come! The stars will always remember us.
Energy restored. System online. Certification enabled. Come on, come on! 40%. 65%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move. Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Sival. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Serval. It really is you.
Wait, Japard! Listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet... Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval! Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms. Hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Japard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy, that you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Japard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
Serval.
Rules are made to be broken!
You know nothing of the weight behind. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Resistance is futile!
We're in trouble now. Keep up!
Time for some hardship.
Let's go.
Welcome, customers.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's begin.
Just a scratch. Our position is solid.
You paid for that. Let's rock.
Leave it to me.
On my command, take cover.
Let's be friends.
Nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Never.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours, Serval's and Bronya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Bronya.
Lady Bronya?
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silvermane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian. But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives. For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klapoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us. As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern Fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds? Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce fight. Guards, open the gate.
Are you dealing with attacks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation!
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't owe the guards any favors when this is done.
Here they come!
Steel yourselves! soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds? Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce fight. Guards, open the gate.
Let's begin. We're just having fun.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl! Hit! Time to twirl! Oh dear!
Leave it to me.
How many of them are there?
The more the merrier. These guys are nothing. Hold the line.
Rules are made to be broken.
I told you, Japard, the barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero.
This is only the first wave. They'll have reassembled soon. I have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane, listen to your sister. I can tell just by looking at you that you haven't fully recovered.
Outsiders. Zila, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity and make a break for it.
Huh? Serval, aren't you gonna look for the Stellaron with us?
My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. He's my responsibility now. Besides, if I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I always wanted to catch a glimpse of the Stellaron with my own eyes, and now it's so close. But I can't abandon my brother and the other guards. I'm a Landau. It's up to you now. I believe in you. You've given me new hope. Get hold of the Stellaron before Cocolia realizes what's happening. Hey, March. Don't forget to take a picture of the Stellaron for me.
Say no more! We're good at this, don't worry!
Fragmentum activity is intensifying. Something's happening on Eurilo 6. Shouldn't we go down there, Himiko?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is his first trailblazing expedition. How will he be able to look back fondly without a few twists and turns? Are you bored, Welt? I understand. But we have lots of opportunities ahead of us. Let's leave the memories of this expedition for them.
So you think they'll be safe, right?
Yes, we haven't seen any Eon or Emanator level imaginary reactions. Relax. This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't interfere. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Is this the Fragmentum Japard was talking about?
Compared to this, the corrosion we saw in Backwater Pass pales into insignificance.
Oh, yeah. It feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Serval said that the Stellaron was very likely hidden in the snow plains north of Belobog. If we want to get there, I'm afraid we'll have to find the exit to this Fragmentum maze first.
This place makes my flesh crawl. Like there are insects under my skin.
We have no guide and no way of detecting the Stellaron. We'll just have to advance gradually and cautiously. Don't be disheartened. The stronger the Fragmentum contamination, the closer we are to the source. Think twice before you interact with anything in the Fragmentum.